Peace, love, and light to the people. What's going on? The Wellbeings Podcast is back. And this month we are discussing frequency, another favorite on my list of topics. Now, as far as the questions we're going to throw out there and ponder for promo, the first is, what does frequency mean to you? Frequency for me is absolutely everything. Frequency determines the atmosphere of a room. Frequency determines interactions. Frequency determines outcomes, believe it or not. So being and operating in and vibrating in the best frequency, the most top tier frequency, the most positive frequency, the most worthwhile frequency for yourself and the persons that you're interacting with is of the utmost importance to me. The next question we got is, do you think your frequency can influence others? Yes, it absolutely can. Quick backstory, I just participated in a mental health class called PHP. Shout out to Tucker. And it's a tough class. You know what I mean? There are people in there who are just learning how to deal with mental health issues. They're seeking coping mechanisms, seeking skills, seeking like-minded individuals, seeking support, you know. And I was able on a few occasions proudly raise the frequency and vibration in the room and to pour into other people and encourage and teach, as well as learn about different modalities of mental health and how to properly handle people's experiences with care. And not be a know-it-all, but be someone who's understanding and relatable. So yes, frequency can absolutely change the atmosphere if you allow it to, and if you have the best intentions. The third and final promo question we got is, what do you suggest for maintaining your frequency in challenging or uncomfortable situations? Now, I'm going to double back to the example I just used with the class I just took. There were a few situations where I was thrown off, where there was certain things that were discussed by a certain individual that I knew didn't align with me personally. And not out of judgment, it's just like it rubbed me the wrong way, basically. And there were also situations where I had done so much pouring and forgot to consider the breath. You know, shout out to our region. I forgot to consider filling my own cup because I was so focused on helping and shedding light. And y'all, I had the best time. It was amazing, you know, the entire experience. But it also can distract you from yourself, which drained you. And that made me uncomfortable because it was like an energy shift. Like I went from a super high, like I was on a 10 in the morning, and as drained as I was as present as I could be, but still I was like at like a 6, 7, you know what I mean, as far as how I could operate and radiate that positivity. So how you manage is definitely starting with the breath. However that suits you. I prefer box breathing. It's awesome. It's 4 inhale, 4 hold, 4 exhale, and 4 pause before your next rotation. That is called box breathing. Look that up. In addition to breathing, again, it's like pouring back into yourself in whatever way works for you. For me, it's a little walk. To me, it's some sunshine. To me, it's connected with nature. To me, it's music. To me, it's tapping in with some of my favorite like-minded individuals who pour into me and who encourage me. It could be a book, it could be an audio book, it could be a podcast, it could be my book club, you know. Shout out to TWC. But in whatever way suits you specifically, whatever way works with you, it could be anime, it could be heavy metal, you know what I mean? It depends on the person and what you like. But please, 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 please take the time to fill up your cup, especially if you're a natural born giver. If you do not work to refill your own cup, you will end up pouring from an empty one, and that feels good to no one. That frequency is unstable and unbalanced, and that will lead to failure. And that will lead to the energy going from here to here. So mind your mindset and mind your frequency. Always operate from a space of love and authenticity and honesty. And please trust your intuition. Peace, love, and light.